Alright, you goofy ass bastards. It's May 8th, 2015. It's a Friday. It's a Smokeydogg Show. On today's show, in just a little bit, I'm going to be bringing on Kenneth and Shaggy from the old Talking About Shit podcast. A lot of you have been requesting them to come on. They're coming on today. You will hear from these motherfuckers today. What will they have to say? Stay fucking tuned for that bullshit. Anyway, before we get into that part of the podcast, let's talk about some shit. Now, yesterday, there was a story about a guy who gave his son or it wasn't his son, it was his girlfriend's son, 18-month-old, gave him the last ride from The Undertaker. Look up Undertaker Last Ride if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Hit him with that last ride. He meant to slam him on the bed, but he missed the bed and slammed him on the fucking floor. Collapsed lung, broken neck, the kid died, 18 months old. Now, first of all, why the fuck are you play wrestling with an 18-month-old? I have a child that's about 18 months. She's about 18 months right now. I would not be giving her the last ride or anything. She's way too little for the play wrestling. You gotta be careful with that play wrestling. A couple months ago, I gave my daughter the attitude adjustment. John Cena attitude adjustment. On the bed. Hit her, dropped her on the bed. She kneed herself in the eye. Got a black eye. So, I had CPS come out to my house. All this shit. Because they thought I punched her in the face or some shit. Of course, they came out, they talked to me, they talked to the kid, they took a look around the house, they realized, hey, these are good parents, there ain't nothing going on here, and they went on their merry way. But it just goes to show you that these moves are dangerous, they can hurt people. It's not a game. There's a reason it says don't try this at home. I stopped play wrestling with them. They always want to wrestle, and I'm just like, we can't, it just can't, it's dangerous. You got hurt last time, no more of that shit. Goddamn, you could have been killed. Shit, and reading about this story. Last ride on the damn floor, man. God, oh my God. That poor kid, man. And should this guy go to jail? Man, look, I would hope it's an accident. I hope he didn't do this on purpose. I don't know if he should go to jail. That's up to the judge. But if this was an accident, man, I'm sure he's suffering enough. He killed his girlfriend's son. He's going to lose his girlfriend. She's done, right? She's got to be done unless she, really feels it was an accident. It's over, right? It's over. It's over. So, I don't know about this one. I don't know if he should go to jail. I don't know. I mean, if he did it on purpose, yeah, jail. If it was legitimately an accident, I don't see how you can lock that dude up, man. Just for accidentally doing something, and I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a fucking tough one, man. But if it was an accident, man, he's suffering enough. He killed this kid, and he had to explain that to the girlfriend. And man, I don't envy that guy. I don't. That's a fucked up situation. So yeah, there's that, and somebody sent me that, so I figured I'd talk about that. What else going on in the motherfucking world out there while we wait for Shaggy and Kenneth to get their shit together and get on with this fucking shit? I'm waiting patiently. Kenneth told me he'd be ready in 10 minutes. That was 5 minutes ago, so I think we got another 5 minutes. And for Shaggy, I don't know where the fuck he's at. I don't know where he's at. Where are you motherfuckers? Hey, by the way, stop sending me these fucking pictures of guys with food in their dick foreskin. What is this shit? Some guy sent me a fucking picture this morning. Guy had his dick and it had a fucking Klondike bar or some shit in it. What the fuck? What's wrong with some of you goofy bastards? Stop putting shit in your dick. Stop doing that weird shit. And I don't want to see that fucking shit. What's wrong with you motherfuckers? Where you find this shit, man? Are you Googling guy with stuff in his dick? What's going on here, man? Here's an article right here. What's this guy just sent me here? Oh, I just talked about that. I talked about the Undertaker thing, man. I talked about that guy. Thanks for being the 100th guy to send it to me, but I had talked about it. So I hope we've cleared everything up. Went to the doctor this morning with the wife. Here's how my day started. I was going to go to Walmart last night, but I never did. Got up this morning, did a little grocery shopping, went to the doctor with the wife to get a checkup, just a checkup on the baby and everything. She's doing good. She's fucking doing good. She's due date on the 13th. Wednesday is her due date, so it's getting close. It's getting real fucking close. Apparently, though, she's still, it's not ready yet. It's just not going to happen yet. So, who knows? It's got to happen within the next 2 weeks. Within the next 2 weeks, there's going to be a kid coming out of that vagina in this motherfucking house. And not in the house. That's not where the birth's going to happen. Let's hope not. Jesus Christ. I am not qualified to deliver a child. And I don't want to either. Okay? I don't want to be that guy. Let's get you to the hospital. That's why when she said the other day she thought her water broke, I was like, let's go. Before this baby start coming out, I don't want to deal with that. Let's go to the hospital. Let the professionals handle things. Jesus Christ. And then when we went up there, it was a false alarm. So, hopefully next week, man. Come on with this shit. Let's get it done. Let's get that baby the fuck out of there. So my wife can get back to being normal. Get her body back. Get her goddamn fucking emotions back. Like an emotional roller coaster with that baby. The hormones. The pregnancy hormones are raging. 1 minute, how you doing? The next minute. Complete fucking chaos. Oh, by the way, I have a delicious sweet tea, and I have a fucking chocolate shake, and I'm drinking both of them right now. You're gonna get fat as Wings of Redemption. Oh, God. Oh, God. Shit, man. I drink all this shit. I think I lost like 5 pounds. I fluctuate between, like 5 pounds. The other day I was 150. Then I was 145, then I'm back to 150. Whatever, man. I just work out and just stay in shape. That's all you can really do. I ain't really one of these guys that's like, oh, let me bulk up. Let me eat like fucking 5 pounds of steaks. And let's bulk up. Let's bulk up. I'm just trying to stay in shape. Just trying to be healthy, feel good. I just want to feel good. And I feel pretty goddamn good right now. Ever since I started exercising, I feel pretty goddamn good. Which 2 years ago, I felt like dog shit. Back in 2013, I felt like shit all the time. And I was like, enough. It's enough. It's enough of this feeling like shit. So what did I do? I cut the damn sodas out of my diet. I just drank water. I have the occasional tea, but most of the time water. That's all I drink. No more sodas. And eventually as I get older, I'm sure I'll have to ease up on the pizzas and shit like that. But I'm still young, and I'm going to enjoy it while I fucking can. You understand me? I'm enjoying it while I fucking can. And you should too. If you're a young guy, enjoy it while you fucking can. Some of these motherfuckers can't, though. They're young. I mean, look at Wings of Redemption. He's like the same age as me. The motherfucker's 400 pounds. Some of you got that metabolism. It's all fucked up. And I feel bad for you, because you can't enjoy the delicious things in life. But, hey man, eat a banana. Eat a fucking leaf or something. I couldn't be no 400 pounds. Fuck that, If I saw myself just rapidly gaining weight and it wasn't muscle, it was fat, I'm dieting. I'm not fucking, fuck this. I'm done with the eating fast food. I'm done with the pizza. I'm eating a damn leaf and a banana, some shit. That's it. I'm not even fucking around. That's when when you start seeing yourself gaining weight and it's like, oh my God, I'm gaining a lot of fat. What's going on here? I gained 10 pounds of fat. What the fuck? That's when you say, whoa. That's when you say, whoa. You don't wait until you gain like 100 pounds and then go, oh, things got a little out of hand. You got to hit it when it's like 10 pounds. Like, oh damn, I put on 10 pounds of fat. What the fuck? That's when you do something about it. These motherfuckers wait until they're 200-300 pounds overweight and then they're like, oh shit. I better diet. I better get it together. Come on, brothers. You don't want to be that big. Now, if you're that big and you're happy, you don't give a fuck, good for you. I don't care. But if you're one of these people that's all big and you're bitching all the time, I'm so fat and it's bullshit and I can't lose weight. Yes, you can. It's called a fucking gym. It's called a fucking gym. You know that place you drive by every day on the way to McDonald's? Stop going to McDonald's, first of all, and stop on the way to stop at the gym. Stop at the gym and go in there and get a membership and say, point me at the place where I can lose weight at. That machine, and just stay on that fucking machine for an hour. And just walk or do whatever the fuck you gotta do. And stop going to McDonald's. It's not rocket science. It really ain't. People getting gastric fucking bypass and all this goofy bullshit. God knows what that's doing. Getting surgery. Because you're too goddamn lazy to get up and take a walk. Walk. I love McDonald's. I can't give it up. Alright, fine. Compromise with you. Walk to McDonald's. How about that? Walk your ass to McDonald's. And when you get there, do not buy the whole menu. Okay? How about go with the medium instead of the large? Make it a medium value meal, not a large. Just try that. How about instead of a soda, you have a water? You can still have the fry and the big ass burger. You just gotta you gotta make some changes. Try that out. Walk your ass to McDonald's. But it's 5 miles away. Good. Good, it's 5 miles away. It's gonna do you some goddamn good. Walk the 5 miles, eat the burger, and then walk 5 miles back. You just walk 10 miles. Shit, you could probably have 2 hamburgers. Shit, all that walking you doing, you burn that shit right off. You can't, goddamn, man. I seen this dude in a Mart cart. He's like 400 pounds, driving around a goddamn Mart cart in a damn Walmart this morning. It's fucking 9 in the damn morning, and driving around a Mart cart. What's wrong with you? You need to be walking around this motherfucking Walmart with Twinkies and shit in the basket. Get the Twinkies and shit in the basket. That's why you're fat. You eat the damn Twinkies. That's your problem right there. You got Twinkies in there and you're not walking. You're riding around in a motorized cart. That's 2 issues right there. That if you walked around this Walmart and stopped buying them Twinkies, I think you might lose some weight. I think you just might lose some goddamn weight. God fucking damn, dude. My wife, she wanted to diet. She started dieting. She was dropping weight. She was dieting. She was getting out. She got a job, so she was moving around up and down. She was just shedding weight off of her. That's all you gotta do. Get up off your ass and move around and stop eating so fucking much. Why do people think that it's so hard to lose weight? I'm sure there are some people with medical conditions. That's fine. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about you fat motherfuckers that are like, oh, no, I don't know how to do it. I don't know, you know? I took a walk around the block, and I'm still fat. Well, no shit, Sherlock, you're still fat. God, what a goofy fuck. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap up the opening here. This is Smokeydogg Show. When I come back, we're going to be joined by Kenneth and Shaggy. You remember them from the Talking About Shit podcast. They're going to be on here today. And I wonder what they got to talk about. I'm very excited to hear from them. And, oh my God. Oh, fuck me. Oh, God.
Damn it, Smokey! You son of a bitch, my speakers were on again! My mom had just beat the shit out of me!
Imagine that starts playing. He's frantically like, oh my fucking God, he's frantically trying to turn it down. His mom kicks open the door. What you listening to in here, boy? You in there jacking off? Just starts smacking the shit out of him. No, Mom, it's Smokey. He's fucking around. I don't know no bald faggot Smokey. Get out of here. It's David. Oh, stop hitting me, Mom. What are you listening to in here? Oh.
Damn it, Smokey! Stop it! My mom's gonna ban me from the internet. She thinks I'm jacking off into a tube sock.
Anyway, when we come back, get the Hot Pockets ready.
Mom, make Hot Pockets. Shit, Kenneth and Shaggy are on. Make Hot Pockets, Mom. This is gonna be good. I want Hot Pockets and Mountain Dew. Now, Mom. What'd you say, bitch? I want Hot Pockets and Mountain Dew, you bitch. You make that shit. I'll fuck you up.
By the way, people are always like, what do your kids think when you're yelling? My kids are at school right now. It's 12:45 in the daytime. It's on a Friday. They're at school. The baby's downstairs sleeping. She can't hear me. My wife is out getting her nails done. Okay? I'm the only one fucking here right now. When my kids are here, I don't yell. I don't do that shit. Goofy fuck. Come on, use your goddamn head. Think about it. Idiot. Guy was like, I wonder what those kids are thinking when he's up there doing that. I really wonder what's going on. huh, huh, huh. And then one guy was like, you say your kids, aren't your kids at school? What's go? I don't care. I can't remember what comment. Well, here's a stupid comment. I can't remember what it was. He said some shit like, your kids are, oh, you said your kids were downstairs sleeping. Shouldn't they be in school? I have a kid that's 1 year old, you dumb fuck. 1-year-olds do not go to school. My other two were 7 and 10. They're at school. This is not hard to figure the fuck out. Jesus fucking Christ. For the love of God, you sound dumb as fuck. And these people that, this guy's like typing, is like, there's no way you have a bunch of kids and a wife. There's just no way. You don't have enough money. You don't even know how much money. You don't know anything about me. What are you talking about? You sound dumb as shit. Just go ahead and say you're trolling. Just say dance puppet and save yourself. Because you sound dumb as fuck. What are you talking about? You don't know my financial situation. You don't know anything about me. The only thing you know about me is the shit I say. If I don't tell you, you don't know shit. Goofy fuck. Do you think I tell you motherfuckers everything about my life? Give me a fucking break. And I'm not required to share anything with you. What's wrong with you? This is not Alcoholics Anonymous or some shit. Anonymous. Anonymous! Anonymous. 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 Anyway. There you go. You're dancing again, bald faggot. Hey, it's the summer of dance, motherfucker. Hashtag summer of dance. Will you be dancing this summer? I will dance all motherfucking day. I will shake it all day for you. Think I give a fuck about dancing? Think I give a fuck about you saying dance, that we could do? Nobody. It's not even real. It's not even a real thing. Dance is not real. It's just some goofy shit people say. Y'all living in fantasy land with this dancing, thinking you're in some type of army or something. It's just odd. It's just fucking weird. You know, we're part of the army. The Twitter army. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. We are the puppet masters. We will make you dance, and you will dance all summer. Da-da-da-da. What's wrong with some of you, man? Instead of spending the summer typing, spend it trying to get pussy. How about that? How about you get out there in the world, try to meet a girl, and let me tell you, when you meet a girl and you slide in that motherfucking vagina, all this trolling, dancing nonsense is going to be a thing of the past. You ain't even going to care about that shit anymore. You're going to be like, whoa, that was some good shit. And all you're going to be thinking about is, I got to get back in that shit. I got to get my dick back in that motherfucking pussy. You want to troll today? Hey, ain't got time for that shit. I'm trying to get some pussy. Oh, why do you want to do that for? Hey, have you had it yet? Yeah, so shut the fuck up. When you have it, you'll understand why I'm trying to get back in it. Okay? I ain't got time for all that dancing bullshit. What do I look like? Alright? Look like some type of virgin to you? I'm a fucking man now. I got some pussy. I'm getting back in that pussy. Have fun trolling. Have fun typing. Probably got a list, don't you? Probably got a list on the wall. Summer plans. Who am I gonna make dance this summer? Let's see. Make that bald faggot Smokey dance. I'm gonna make him dance, puppet, dance. How about Thunder? I'll get that guy to dance. Yeah. Oh, maybe JD from the NY will dance for me. All right, write him down. JD from NY. I'll get that Buff Llama guy to dance. Yeah, I'll get that guy to dance. How about Mr. Soldier? Yeah, he'll dance. I'll make him dance. Who else can I make dance? Oh, goodness. Gotta make someone really famous, you know. This may be a long shot, but I think I can make Barack Obama I think I can get a reaction from Barack Obama. I'll get a reply from him. I'm gonna try to make him dance. I see people trolling Barack Obama. I see people sending him big, long fucking message to troll. He's not replying to you, you dumb fuck. Stop. Not fucking replying to you. Fucking making fun of his wife and shit. And he doesn't even look at... You think he looks at Twitter? You think he runs at Twitter? He don't look at that fucking Twitter, you goofy fuck. What are you doing typing to Barack Obama? Oh, you wait and see, Smokey. I'm gonna get him to reply. I'm gonna get a reaction. I am gonna get a reply. Motherfuckers spend their whole goddamn life trying to get somebody to reply on the internet. It's some of the saddest shit I've ever seen. It really is. It really fucking is. I'm not saying every once in a while when you're bored, you can have some fun doing it. But every goddamn day, all day long, the summer of dance. Hit it. Hashtag, woo! Hashtag summer of fucking dance. Just spilled a little bit of milkshake on me right there. Because I was so goddamn excited about the summer of dance. Oh, that's some good shit. Anyway, I'm going to clean up this mess. And when we come back, going to be joined by Kenneth and Shaggy. I'm sure Kenneth's got a lot to say about all this police shit. And Shaggy will probably be just chilling, because that's what he does. He's so laid back. He's just probably like, hey, it's me, Shaggy. Got a beard and shit. What's up? Anyway, stay tuned, motherfuckers. All right, we're back. We're joined by Shaggy. Kenneth, you've been highly requested for the past couple of weeks. People won't stop talking about it. Bring you motherfuckers back on, so here you are.
I'm here. Feels good to be back.
You are here. How's your life going?
Life's good. Fuck. I mean, it's not like I'm a fucking star or anything, but I mean, yeah, fucking going day to day. I mean, hop on Twitter every once in a while and check on you guys. Make sure you guys are alive still. So.
Yeah, I'm fighting. I fight a war on Twitter every day. With the
I see that.
Non-stop every day. It's my life. It's very upsetting. I cry.
I don't know how you deal with it. I can't handle it. I mean,
it's complicated. I don't want to talk about it.
That's why people don't see me on fucking Twitter. I mean, I just can't do it. Can't handle it.
No, it's make you kill yourself. Wings Redemption said he's gonna kill himself over it.
I can't handle the fucking. I just can't handle the stupidity.
Well, it's little kids for you. I seen a picture of one of them trolls yesterday. Somebody showed me another picture of one of them. God damn, that motherfucker. Jesus. Woo! That's all I'm gonna say.
Call them trolls for a reason, man. Trolls for a reason.
That guy ain't seen pussy since he came out of a pussy. I'm pretty confident in saying that.
It's understandable.
Nobody fucking that guy. Hey man, but he's a puppet master. He's got us dancing right now. Goddamn puppet bastard. Anyway, Kenneth is here, and we know Kenneth wants to talk about police brutality. We know he does, right, Kenneth? You have something to say about this, I'm sure.
Not really, man. I mean,
nothing.
Everything's been said. I mean, we know what the deal is, man.
Do you feel vindicated? All those times on the podcast you came out and people was like, "Oh, Kenneth, you blowing it out of proportion." Do you feel vindicated now?
Not so much, man. I mean, it's a tricky situation, like I said, I don't know how many people know, but my brother is a police officer, and they are also going to be the things going around now about trying to get the body cams on as many cops as possible. So I believe that they're going to be the first police department in our we have parishes, but it's equivalent to a county for you guys to have to get the body cam. So they're moving to that. So that's a new development, seeing that. But it's a tricky thing. I mean, we know police brutality is real, but there's still some deniers out there. There's still some people out there that just if he wouldn't have ran,
he shouldn't have ran. That one cracks me up. I seen one guy left a comment. He's like, just lay down, just like, dude, just lay down and let them do what they want to you. Like what?
But what they don't understand is it's not about the running. It's about where do you draw the line? With the Freddie Gray guy, he didn't even commit a crime. I mean, he was falsely arrested and ended up dead.
Right, but you say that and they're like, well, he shouldn't have ran. He ran. Well, maybe he ran because he's like, these cops are out of control. Like, you don't live in those neighborhoods. You don't know what that's like. That's what I try to explain to people. And at the same time, I mean, I'm sure being a cop in those neighborhoods is rough. It's a tricky situation. But when you see a guy on video shoot a guy in the back who's running away over some child support, and then he throws a taser next to him, and people were still defending the cop. They were like, well, we don't know the full story. It's on video. Come on. You stop.
And the interesting thing about, imagine what the story could have been if there wasn't a video of that.
He beat me up.
He beat me. He went for my taser. He tased me twice.
Well, you seen he threw that taser down. Some guy told me, he was like, they photoshopped that taser, the news. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Photoshopped the taser. Shut up. These people are so racist. They just will not. They will not say like, well, you know, it was he shot him in the back.
I mean, are we limiting this to race? I mean,
it's not all race, but to say that there is no racism involved. I mean, I remember Ferguson. I was like, that's some racist shit. People was like, no, it ain't got nothing to do with race. And then them emails came out, all those leaked emails in the police department, all them racist jokes. To say that black people don't get treated unfairly by the cops, if you actually believe that they don't, you're fucking dumb. You're not living in reality. I mean, we've been hearing comedians make jokes about it since I was a kid, so I know. I mean, there's a truth to that. They don't just come up with that shit out of thin air. But does it mean because you're white? No, they shot a white dude. They went in his house. He had some weed in his house. They went in there to search it, and they shot him dead. So they'll kill your white ass, too.
No, I mean, I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I know from personal experience what it is to be like fucking just basically stereotype. But I mean, fuck, one time I got pulled over for fucking speeding, and I had music bumping in the car, so of course the fucking speakers. So I was wearing a fucking snapback, so I'm wearing my hat backwards, and there was a bandana hanging in my fucking hanging on my car. I don't know if you remember back in the day, you had that little Honda Civic.
Must be in a gang.
I wasn't in a gang. You know what I'm saying? It was a spray painted bandana from like a fucking party. So it was fucking hung there. Anyways, cop walks up to the door, rolling down the window, saying, hey, what's the problem, officer? I'm trying to be respectful. At this point, I'm trying to be polite. Music's turned down. And, he goes, well, son, you know what I'm pulling you over for? I'm like, yeah, I was speeding. He's like, all right. He's like, I'm going to need you to put your hands on the steering wheel. I'm like, well, what the fuck? I've been pulled over before. And nothing like this. Nothing ever in my mind have I ever been involved in a situation like this. So he's like, put your hands on the steering wheel. Any other time I got pulled over, they're like, hey, let me just get your license and registration, and, I'll get you a ticket and get you on your way. Well, this guy says, put your hands on the steering wheel. So I put my hand on the steering wheel, both of them. And he's like, now get out your wallet and your insurance. So I pull both of my hands off the steering wheel. This motherfucker freaks out. And like he draws down to his gun on his waist. He's like, whoa. He's like, do you have any weapons in the car? You don't need two hands to get your license. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? So I put one hand back on the steering wheel. I go down and get my license out and shit. And at this point, he's just like fucking treating me like I'm some fucking thug, And so I hand him my fucking license and shit. He goes back to the car, and and now I'm sitting there. He tells me I'm sitting there with my hands on a fucking steering wheel, and he's in his car. He gets on his little megaphone. He's like, put both hands on the outside of your car. So I put both hands on the outside of my car. I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. So I put both hands outside of my car, and he's like, open your car door from the outside and stand out, put your hands on your head. I'm like, well, what the fuck? I was like, for speeding, what the fuck? Am I about to go to jail for going fucking 15 miles over? So I fucking opened the door, got my hands on my fucking head, and he's like, walk slowly to the front of my car, put your hands on my fucking hood. And I'm like, this is insane. So I'm walking, I start taking slow steps, and I move my fucking hands down, and he freaks out again. But this time he's about to hop out of the fucking car. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And he's like, put your hands on my fucking hood. He's like fucking cursing at me now. And I'm like, what the hell? I put my hands on my hood. I put the hands on the hood, and then he's like, do you have any weapons on you? And I was like, no. And then so he gets out of the car, he fucking searches me. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm about to go to jail for fucking speeding. And then he goes back into his car while I'm standing at the front of his wheel. He fucking hands me my fucking ticket. And he's like, all right, now. He's like, don't be speeding anymore. And then he says, get back in your car slowly. And then he's like, and have a good day. Literally, just like that.
They'd just shot you. If you was black, they'd have shot you when you went for your insurance.
What? Like, I just want to know what the fuck the point of that was. Like, I've never.
You got the rap music on. You got the bandana. You want to be black, so they're going to treat you. I'm telling you. A black guy would have got shot. You see videos all the time. That one in Detroit, they pulled that black dude out of his car and started beating the shit out of him. And they planted crack on him. He had no drugs in his system. Come on, man. We see videos all the times of like white dudes in suits getting out like, fuck you motherfucker. Kiss my fucking ass. Nothing happens to them. But if you're black, you're getting shot. They'd have shot your ass. He'd have pulled that gun and shot you. Being white saved your ass, I'm telling you. Saved you. People are like, oh, it's not about all about race. Yeah, it's not all about race, but there are racist cops. There
exactly.
are.
I mean, it's a two-pronged thing because you have to look at the situation with the Freddie Gray. Half of those cops were black. You know, so I mean, it's a police culture. Yep. You know, in my personal opinion. But like the prosecutor said from Baltimore, you know, most cops aren't bad cops, but we can't let the filthy ones, you know, contaminate the scene for everybody. It's that simple. How is that so hard to believe? People have their minds are so one track. It's either cops are always right or cops are always wrong. No, that's not what we're saying. We're just saying cops are individuals, just like everyone else, and there's good individuals and there's bad individuals. So yes, they have the capability of being corrupt. And whenever they are corrupt, whenever they do break the law, you can't give them a slap on the wrist and let them go. No, you got to drill them so the next time that a cop thinks he wants to give somebody a rough ride, or he wants to give somebody shoot a guy in the back for running, he'll think twice about that, you know. And that's why how you can tell that yes, there is a racial component, because how come you never really see it go the other way around? You never really hear about black cops gunning down some white kid in the middle of the suburbs or anything of that nature, because they know if they do something like that, they're not getting away with that. Exactly. They're not going to get back like that. So I mean, it's in the mindset, it's in the mentality. But hey, racism doesn't exist anymore, so it doesn't matter, you know. Hey,
that shit's like fucking. Seeing all this shit on the news, it fucking pisses me off. Like I really try not to watch the news because I'm really not into that shit. But you know, how the fuck you can't avoid riots going on in fucking Baltimore. You're gonna hear about that shit one way or another. But like, it's just fucking ridiculous that all this shit is still taking place nowadays. Like, what the fuck? Because you know, you forget about racism. You know how you fucking get rid of racism? You fucking stop talking about it. You fucking stop treating it like it's a fucking subject. Like it's fucking stupid.
Still going on. See, I used to think that, but it's like you just keep seeing these black dudes getting shot. There's a guy they shot that 12-year-old. When you see that video, when you read the police report and you realize, oh my God, they lied about everything. And then you watch the video and it's nothing like the police report. They lied. They shot that kid because he was black and he had a toy gun. If that had been little white ass Billy, little 12-year-old white Billy in the park playing, he wouldn't have been shot like that. That's the racist part that people are not understanding. You don't hear about the little white kid in the park playing with his little toy gun. They don't get shot. They don't pull up on there and shoot him. If you see that video, that kid was killed in a second. Killed him in a second.
I mean, there's always going to be some form of racism as long as there's, you know, a difference in skin tone and culture. There's always going to be a racial component. I think the way to remedy it is not addressing it. It's addressing it and realizing that it is a thing. You have to stop denying it. You have to admit that, yes, there is a racial component. Yes, there is a problem. There's racial indifference in the institution of justice.
Well,
Once we agree to that, then we can move forward. You can't move forward when people say, "Oh, well, no, racism's not. It's not racism, and let's not talk about it." And it's not just gonna go away.
No. Look, I see that. I see your point, and I understand that. But like, it's like we come so fucking far, you know, as far as to being like to fucking, you know, for equal rights for everybody, you know, and then like just for us to be downgraded to this, it's like what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? We were on the right track, and now it's like it's just building back up. It's getting more and more heavy these days again, and it's fucking ridiculous.
But it's
like,
not all about racism. If you watch that Walter Scott video, the cop, there was a black cop there. He's seen the guy throw the taser down. These cops protect each other. It's like a gang. They're just a gang, like a Bloods and the Crips. They're just another gang. The police, they had been created to fight these gangs, and they're gonna stick together. They're gonna defend each other. They're gonna lie for each other. I love how these people are like, "Oh, cops they would never lie." If you're facing life in prison for murder, you're gonna lie and get yourself out of going to prison. Anybody's gonna lie. Give me a break. He's got a badge on. Oh, he's telling the truth. This ain't Andy Griffin. We're not in Mayberry, okay? It's not. I mean, it's a fucking. People are living in fucking a fantasy land with this shit. And they crack me up with their fucking, you think it's all about race. No, but to deny the race.
It validates their own bias. That's what it is. They'll feed into it because it validates their own bias and their own prejudice. That's what it is.
And then all them riots and stuff that happen. It's like, if you read about that, they fucking, first off, the mayor said we gave them space to riot. And what the fuck did that mean? Or space to destroy. So you let them do that. And the reason I'll tell you why. The reason the police let that go on is so they can go on the news and go, you see how they act? You see how these black people acting around here? This is why we gotta shoot them. And then all the racist motherfuckers, Fox News is like, you see? Look how they're acting. It was a bunch of high school kids, poor high school kids living in a place that's just, I mean, poverty. Nobody's got jobs. My wife was telling me today that they were talking about that somebody said that they should take all those people that looted, and if they have welfare, take the welfare away. What do you think's gonna happen when you take their welfare? You think they're just gonna sit at home and be broke? No, they're gonna go rob people. They're gonna sell drugs. What else choice do they have when they're hungry? You can't just take you gotta take the last little bit away from them. You can't keep somebody said it best. You can't keep putting a boot on somebody's neck and expect them not to do something and rise up and be violent. If you just keep crushing them down and pushing them down, I mean,
exactly. Historically, there are reasons for social unrest. It's no coincidence why we're seeing these riots every time something happens like this in the community. There's historically there's evidence over this. You can look back to the Renaissance. In any time where when there's social unrest and the people are fatigued and tired, they feel disenfranchised, their wages are low. There's gonna be social unrest, and you know what? It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse, Smokey.
Yeah,
there's gonna be more riots. They're gonna be more frequent. They're gonna get more intense.
But people don't. You didn't see no old black men out there. You seen young kids out there. They're young. They're poor. Their fathers are gone. Maybe their fathers are dead. It's just violence every day. Violence. The only way to get any kind of anything is to sell drugs. And then when you sell drugs, they arrest you. And then the cops are fucking with you. And then they start killing dudes, putting them in the back of cars and killing them. What do you think? People are just going to keep sitting there and, oh, well, you know, I mean, come on. If you don't want there to be riots, first of all, you got to put these cops. You got to have some accountability when this shit happens. You can't keep letting them get away with it. People aren't going to be peacefully protesting forever. Eventually, they're going to just be like, well, I guess violence. I mean, look at Baltimore. All that shit happened, and then guess what? These cops got charged. They got fucking charged because people made a big-ass fucking fuss. I'm not saying you should riot, but, I mean, what do they expect to happen when you keep fucking people over?
I mean, the fact is that people... There's a divide in this country. You know, there's people like us with sensibility that understand that there's multiple problems, not only race, but there's things in the economy, you know, political. There's multiple things that are contributing to this. Because if you notice, the news will show you that, oh, there's a bunch of mad black people out here rioting. But if you really watch the news close, and if you look, there's people of all different creeds. There's people of all different racial backgrounds and cultural backgrounds that are in these protests, and you're out here tearing things up because the people are hurting.
Yeah, exactly, and the people are hurting, and then but yet it always gets you know limited down to race. It always does. But like you can't fucking say that because you know okay a population in Baltimore or whatever in a little you know small section in Baltimore is maybe overpopulated with black, but you can't say that just black people live there, so white people live there too, or you know Hispanics or whatever. It don't fucking matter. But if you're friends with all them, how the fuck do you not riot? Like I would be if I was in that situation. I was poor as fuck, and all my friends were fucking rioting. Like what the fuck else? What would I be doing?
Let me explain to you why it's racist. You watch the news now. A couple weeks before that, what did we have? Kentucky lost that game. All these white people started burning couches in the street, flipping cars, losing their minds.
It wasn't just white people out there? It wasn't just white people?
Okay, but mostly white people was out there.
The whole fucking basketball team's black. I mean, what the fuck?
Well, the pictures I seen was mostly white dudes.
The reaction to the
right. The reaction to it was they wasn't calling them thugs, or they weren't, you know, they were just like, oh, kids blowing off steam. They're, you know, they're getting a little mad. I think there were like 20 arrests or something.
No, but since I'm a Louisville fan, I'm a thug, though, right? Because that's how it's always limited down in Kentucky here. Because if you're a Louisville fan, you're a fucking thug. Your fucking players on your team rape women. It don't fucking matter. You know, all y'all want to do is smoke weed. What?
Didn't that guy get cleared of that rape charge?
He did. He got cleared. He got cleared by grand jury.
Well, you might be a thug because you're a Louisville fan, but you ain't getting kidnapped on national television by the cops. All right, you see that video?
They didn't take.
Kidnap the guy. I mean, it's on a different level.
Exactly. When you watch the news coverage, that's the racist part. The way it's portrayed, it's like, they're flipping couches, they're rioting over a fucking football game or basketball game. These people are rioting over somebody getting
At least they have
killed.
a reason. I mean, at least there's a reason.
Yes.
I mean, I agree
No,
with
it's not logical. Let me tell you something, because I promise you it's not fucking logical around here. It's not to me. Well, it's one thing to lose a fucking national championship game than go around burning some catches. I understand that shit, okay? Well, you know, I don't really understand it, but I understand where they're coming from. They're upset they fucking lost a game.
Fucking retarded.
But you lost a fucking semifinal game to the fucking championship, and you're still burning shit. Like, that's fucking so disrespectful. Like, that shit.
No, they riot when they win.
It's
true. It's not even about the win or the loss. It's looking for an excuse to break stuff.
But nobody's on the news calling them thugs. But Baltimore, what do we hear? These thugs.
You know, you know what? The term thug pisses me off.
It's been turned into a racial term.
It has been, and that's ridiculous.
You know what they want to say.
Exactly.
But I'm a fucking thug. You know what I'm saying?
That's why that cop gave you shit in that car. You was a little too black for his liking.
Yeah.
If you'd have been in a suit and a tie, he'd have been like, "Oh, how you doing? Oh, drive safe now. No speeding." And that'd have been it.
And I think it angers them a little bit. It's like, how dare this good, clean white boy want to be like them? You know,
exactly.
I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show this guy.
I made so many videos about that Ferguson shit. They were like, it's nothing to do with race. And then those emails came out, and I just laughed my ass off. The whole fucking department's racist. They're sending emails to each other with racist jokes, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's not about race. Why is it gotta be about race?" Because it is. It is about fucking race. Well, you seen that guy's face. He beat the shit out of me. He was like a fucking demon Hulk Hogan. That's what he called him. Didn't even have a fucking bruise on his face. What the fuck? Give me a break. And you go, well, the forensic evidence showed, okay, but then you watch that Walter Scott video and you're like, hey, wait a minute. He was framing that guy. He threw the taser. What if they framed Michael Brown? You got to think about that. When you see that video, it's got to open your eyes. And if it doesn't open your eyes to think the cops can lie, they can make the evidence look like that. That's what he was trying to do. He threw that taser down. He was going to say, hey, he took my taser, and he tried to tase me, and I had to shoot him. He didn't know he was being filmed by somebody.
And luckily, he didn't know, because, I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. He might have killed that guy that was videotaping it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you never know.
That's a brave motherfucker. People are like, how is he brave? People were calling him a hero, and there was guys on Twitter like, he's not a hero. Yeah, he is. He could have been. I mean, you see the guy that filmed Eric Gardner's in prison. They just arrested the guy that witnessed the Michael Brown shooting. Now they said they arrested him over drugs, but you know why they was watching that dude. You know they were waiting for a reason, and I don't give a fuck if I don't think you should be put in jail for selling drugs. If you want to fucking get high and kill yourself, that's your business. The prisons are too full of people with drug issues.
But here's the thing: you can't trust anything you see now, Smokey, because they're planting cocaine on you.
Right. You can't trust shit.
But you know what? And here's one thing for you. That's another fucking, you know, aside from the race shit, you know, I mean, we could go on about crooked cops all day, because, you know, you got to think when they pull somebody over with drugs, you know, hell, it could be like a fucking pair of white crackers. Fucking that guy that got some fucking drugs or whatever. They're fucking making meth. You know what I'm saying? They won't fucking write down exactly everything that they did to fucking prevent some of that. Okay, so they arrested these white guys for meth or methamphetamines or weed or whatever the fuck they got. They're gonna take half of those drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's what these cops do. And they're writing a report. Oh, we only found a quarter of, you know, whatever the fuck they were selling.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking self.
And it's exactly. And you know what I'm saying? And you're right. With the whole fucking prison thing, that's another thing that pisses me off with today's age. You get these prisons. There's like, oh my god, the prisons are overpopulated.
Right.
Well, let's look at the total of people that you have. Okay, yeah, maybe a quarter of them are fucking murderers, shit like that, crazy sons of bitches, fucking wild. But then the majority of the population in a prison are fucking drug charges.
If it ain't
People who
violent, you
sell
shouldn't go to
drugs.
prison for it. If you're not
But
violent.
look, but listen to this shit. But you know what I'm saying? You hop up on one of them weird ass fucking websites where you can check your whole fucking listing in your whole local neighborhood, find your local pedophile that lives two doors down. Why is that motherfucker not in jail? Like, dude, I got like fucking nieces and nephews and shit that want to come over to my house. I can't have that shit going on when this motherfucker's creeping out the window. But this motherfucker ain't doing no jail time.
There's a guy in prison in, I think, California. He's in life in prison because he was selling weed. He's got life in
I've
prison.
seen it.
Because here's the thing about, there's many documentaries out here. It's a prison industrial complex, man. It's profit. These prisons are nothing but profit centers now. They say there's a problem with these prisons. They want these prisons to be overpopulated. That means business is good.
In a lot of these cities, they arrest people because they make money off these arrests, these petty arrests. I seen
you're
something
right.
on last week tonight. They were talking about this woman was arrested for I don't know what it was, some bullshit, useless bullshit. And they kept fining her, and she couldn't pay the fine, so they had late fees to the fine, and she ended up in prison over it. I think it was a speeding ticket or some bullshit. Put a woman in jail for a speeding ticket because just over time she just couldn't pay the damn thing. Stupid.
I mean, it's like the best product. I mean, you build a building, you stuff people in there, you feed them cheese and ham sandwiches, you get them to work all day making license plates and whatever that prisoners do, and you get a big check from the government. I mean, it's the best product out there, man. But it's just they're just churning out that money.
But not only that, all the petty crimes like, oh, you were speeding, here's a $30 ticket. They need to write these. A lot of the governments are funded by these petty ass tickets they're writing. So these cops got to go out and write tickets to pay for fucking all the shit. It's ridiculous. You're funding the government by fucking people over. It's just, I don't understand why you don't just legalize weed and tax it. I was hearing about, on Joe Rogan, he was talking about out in Colorado, they have so much revenue coming in that they're giving people money back. Like they're giving them money back because they have so much money from legalizing weed. And really, no, it's not that more people are smoking weed. The same amount of people are smoking it. It's just now the money's not going to fucking some drug leader down in Mexico or something. It's going to the government, and they can use it to build schools and shit. I mean, Colorado is flourishing from this legalization of recreational weed.
But that's the thing, though. They want to the money. It's the money that they're making off of putting these petty crimes, these nonsense little marijuana charges or whatever. They're making that money. They don't want to give that money up about it. They don't, they want to keep that money in their pocket. They don't want to go start some, marijuana dispensary business whenever I can make billions of $1 billion.
And the drug cartels are paying these politicians off. They're paying the police
Gotta
off.
be.
Damn well it's happening.
Historically, that's been the case. When it was alcohol, same thing with drugs.
Yeah.
I mean,
look at when they made alcohol illegal. Crime flourished because the mob was. I mean, criminals are going to be criminals no matter what. So if you make something illegal, just because you make something illegal, don't mean people are going to just be like, well, no, can't have alcohol anymore. No, they're going to go seek it out, and criminals are going to make it, and they're going to make the money. Bad people are going to get the money.
Like they say, Pookie don't have a boat. Pookie can't get kilos from Colombia. They're getting it in some kind of way. Some pockets got to be greased. It's kind of,
How you think it's getting in? Did you see that fucking video that the DEA, the leader, or she's in the DEA or whatever? She was talking to somebody up in Washington, and they were asking her, is marijuana worse? Or is meth worse than marijuana? And she would not answer the question. Is heroin worse than marijuana? I can't, because she doesn't want to say that, because that fucks with her bullshit. It's stupid.
I mean, it's gotten so bad, man, with this, just injustice, the social unrest, the people are disenfranchised. I can't even watch the news anymore, man. I can't watch. I used to actually enjoy the news in the sense of, not so much understanding, but being caught up with the times, understanding the issues of the day. But now it's like I don't even care anymore, man. Because
now
it's
the Daily Show a comedy show is giving you better news than the fucking CNN.
I can't stomach it.
It's ridiculous.
So that's why I can't watch that shit. I just can't.
Yeah, I mean,
everything's so sensationalized. It's just ridiculous, man.
Can't do it. I don't do it. I don't do it. I don't do it. I won't feed into the bullshit, the propaganda. I won't do it. I won't do it. What the fuck else is new? We spent a lot of time on this fucking race bullshit. There's got to be some other shit.
What I want to know, the one question, the only relevant question. Have you seen Age of Ultron yet?
Yes.
I've seen Age of Ultron, yes.
All right.
It's amazing.
Smokey, have you seen it?
I've seen it.
Okay, I've seen it as well. What is your verdict? We need to get to the bottom of this. People,
Oh, wait. Yeah, let's
little
talk
boys
about
and
this.
little girls in TV land.
I want to talk about this because this goes further than fucking just how awesome of a fucking movie it was. But can you believe these people out here that are saying that this movie is sexist?
Oh yeah. Fucking
Can you believe this shit? Hold the fuck on. Because like what? Okay, I think I was reading in an article somewhere that Scarlett Johansson, her character in the movie, I'm not trying to throw any spoiler.
Go ahead. Hey, if you ain't seen Age of
but
Ultron and you're still listening and you don't want a spoiler, you're fucking dumb. How about that? Go fuck yourself and turn it off.
There's a part of the movie where she goes in that little dream state, that Scarlet Witch puts on her, and she goes back in a flashback, and she's you find out that she was raised to become a spy and shit like that. Well, you find out she's infertile, so she can't have fucking kids. She calls herself a monster for that, and people blew the roofs off of that.
She was calling herself a monster because she's a trained assassin.
Yeah,
not because she's infertile.
Yeah, but people take it like, oh, she's a monster because she can't have kids. So now women and women's rights and that shit's just fucking insane right now as well. They fucking blew this out of proportion. Now, have you seen the comments that the director's getting? Like, this shit's insane.
Yeah, he left Twitter.
Like, god damn, Joe Whedon, how the fuck? Like, dude, I would not have left Twitter. These motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
you made a great fucking
Twitter
movie
because he needed to be creative, and Twitter is addicting. There's times when, like yesterday, I was on it way too much. There's days when I'm like, I ain't gonna get on that because you're fucking with these idiots and you messing with them, and it's fun, and you're reading news and shit, and you can spend a lot of time on there because you got news. Everything is just. It's just people don't understand. It's just a flow of everything you want, the news, everything, and it's instantaneous. And Twitter is giving you the news before CNN has it. I mean, a lot of times Twitter will tell you something an hour before CNN even. They're like breaking news. No, I heard about this on Twitter an hour ago, or I heard about it yesterday. Twitter is so fucking fast, so it can get addicting because you're just on there and you're just scrolling down, and it's just funny videos, anything you want. It's all right in the same fucking place. And so he said I had to leave because, I couldn't focus and I was getting too addicted. But he probably left because he's like, fuck these idiots. I ain't going to do this shit. Fucking a millionaire. Fuck off.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. I don't think they should have. They jumped way too far on that one. Sexist. I mean, it's a great fucking movie. It's not sexist at all. No.
We live in an age of people just crying.
Door, but I want to address this when I get back. Keep it going. I got to answer the door real quick. But I got something to say about this.
We live in an age where people are just everything gets them all bent out of shape, and they just can't. They can't. It's like Joe Rogan was talking about. It's a hard time to do comedy or anything because everybody just takes everything so fucking serious. They can't take a joke. Like, you can't joke about Bruce Jenner. Bullshit, you can't. The guy's they turned himself into a woman. It's funny. I'm not saying he should be stoned to death, that he should not be allowed to do what he wants. Hey, man, if you want to be a woman, more power to you. Good luck. I hope everything goes well for you. But to say that it's not hilarious, come on, man. It's funny. The guy, it's ridiculous. The guy looks ridiculous.
First off, hold on. Let me address this. This another. That whole family is a fucking joke.
Yes, the whole family is fucking ridiculous.
The whole you got that the youngest one. You know what I'm saying? The youngest one. She's like what 17. And she's got like that lip challenge. Like, what the fuck? Like, why do you kids subject yourself to this?
Yeah.
Why you want bigger lips? So like, I'm sure some of them doing it just to fuck around, but you got to think that there are girls out there actually that are like, I want fucking lips like that. So they're like, somebody give me a shot glass. I can't afford lip injections, but give me a fucking shot glass and let me fuck myself up. And I'm gonna keep going. And that shit's fucking crazy. So, why the fuck would you want to subject yourself and be like somebody else? You know what I'm saying? I understand there's insecurities and shit out there, but I really want people to fucking go out there and just be them fucking selves. And I think that's ridiculous.
All right, I'm back. I didn't hear what you said, but it is.
I just said that, you know, I said it's crazy. I understand that people want to be like other people, but like I wish people would find their own fucking individuality. Because
stop,
you know you
stop
don't
with this plastic surgery and all this bullshit, man. Stop.
That's what I'm saying. Be your fucking self. Somebody out there is gonna find you and love you someday. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Someday. I'm not saying it'll be tomorrow, and I'm not saying it'll be in an hour from now. But you know, I'm sure someday somebody out there will fucking like you. One day, I don't know. And that sounds fucked up, but you know, you don't have to go out there and fucking change yourself to be fucking just a. But you know, then again, fuck it. Maybe that's what you want. Maybe deep down inside, that's what you want. You know, so fuck it. Do it. Who the fuck am I to tell you how to live your life? Yeah. You know, but that whole fucking family is a fucking joke.
It's a fucking mess.
Kanye West is a crazy motherfucker, and fucking Kris Jenner, that's the mom, right? That bitch looks like that. I know you've seen those fucking memes where where it's like pull the lever, Gronk. Yeah. You know, you're seeing that. That shit had me rolling. She looked like that bitch. Like, are you kidding me?
You know, she's losing her mind about this sex change stuff. It's not gonna be long before she changes that last name back to Kardashian.
Oh yeah, well, you know,
coming.
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, that whole fucking family they're fucking nuts. They're nuts.
Did you see the daughter? She Bruce Jenner got in a wreck, right? And he killed that woman in that wreck. You heard about that?
Yeah.
His daughter tweeted out a picture the other day. She's driving in a car, and she's holding the phone, taking selfies, and she said, I've lived here all my life. I'll probably die here. And people are like, what the First of all, what are you doing? Your dad just killed somebody in a car, and you're, like, driving around holding your phone up, taking pictures while you're driving. And then she put something up, so people are all worked up about that, which...
You know, back to that fucking lip thing. You know, it's funny because my homie texted me last night. He texted me at like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. I work with him, and he's younger, so he's like, you know, he's all in love with like Kylie Jenner. He tags me in this post, and he's like, I call bullshit on this picture because she posted a picture that said Throwback Thursday to 3 years ago. Okay, so she's 17 right now, so you got like, you know, 17 minus 3, 14. You're 14. You're 14 years old. So. She had huge ass tits and no lips. Implants. Yeah. Oh yeah. But it's the fact that she said, "Look, it's, you know, this is my Throwback Thursday to 3 years ago." She didn't look like that at 14. Like, why are you posting that? Why are you lying? Like, you know, she's gotten so bent out of shape about this whole lip thing and like insecurity. I'm like, bitch, you're a fucking millionaire.
She said that she did have her lips. Of course she got shit in her lips.
Yeah, well, yeah, she finally came out of mind. But they're like brainwashing her. She's 17 years old and she's like fucked up in the head already.
Of course she is.
Like,
look at her.
You're a fucking no shit. You're a fucking million. Look at her fucking sisters. One of them's fucking like fucking all kinds of dudes making pornos and shit. Settles down with Kanye West, and that motherfucker's crazy. That motherfucker's off the fucking hinge. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
That family is just full of themselves, and Kanye fits right in with it.
He can make some fucking music, but god damn, that motherfucker's weird.
Yeah, he's weird. I seen him on Saturday Night Live a couple months ago, and the performance was just terrible. Like, what happened to that dude?
Well, he's a designer now. He's so creative. I'm so creative. I can make leather sweatpants. Who the fuck wants to wear leather sweatpants? Who the fuck wants to wear leather sweatpants? Get the fuck out of here! I'm not paying $3,000 to wear some fucking leather sweatpants. It ain't happening.
The problem with Kanye West is he actually is a very creative guy. You know, he's a great musician. He does have a fashion sense, but his problem is hubris. You know, you allow others to call you a genius. Right. You don't call yourself a genius.
I think it's his mom died, and that's kind of
hubris.
Dude, Kanye West used to be one of the most hardest working rappers in the industry. You know, coming up in Chicago, man. I mean, I remember I got like all 4 of his CDs before he went fucking crazy. You know, the Graduation CD. He had fucking great fucking rhymes. He had fucking great metaphors. Man, he could fucking spit. I remember listening to Through the Wire. Through the Wire is when he got in that accident. You know what I'm saying? He had his fucking jaw wired shut, and he fucking still made that song. Like, that shit's badass.
I think I'm just gonna sound a little strange, but if you think about it, it's kind of true. Kanye's biggest problem is Jay-Z.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I can see that 100%.
He wants to be with Beyonce, right?
Sure. Fuck, who
That's who
wouldn't want
Kanye
to?
wants.
Who don't want to be with Beyonce? I want to be with Beyonce. Fuck,
There
goddamn,
was
she's
somebody,
bad
I
as
don't know who it
fuck.
was that was talking about that. Like, he wants to be with Beyonce, but he can't have her. So he got the Kardashian chick. Close enough, I
Kim.
guess. Which, I mean,
Kim,
come on, she ain't
Kim-
nothing like
Kim-
Beyonce.
No, she ain't nothing like Beyonce. I mean, Kim's a bad bitch. She got a nice ass, but she ain't no Beyonce. Goddamn. Do you see that picture of Beyonce at MetLife? That MetLife ball? God damn.
I think Rihanna's better, though.
Ooh, see Rihanna got that forehead. Rihanna got that five head.
Over that forehead, bro. that forehead.
Rihanna got that five head, man.
I don't give a fuck about that head.
Anyways, Kenneth wanted to talk about
Yeah.
Avengers: Age of Ultron. What we got? What you got for us?
Okay, I want to talk about the sexism thing a little
Okay.
bit, or whichever with these feminists. That claim is just completely ridiculous because anyone that's ever been into comics or anime or manga or anything like that knows that the source material is misogynist.
Yeah.
The movies, I've seen no sex. I don't even understand where people are coming from with that. I mean, if you look at an actual comic, a Marvel comic, you know, these women, they have disproportionate sized breasts relative to the rest of their body.
Yeah.
They're in these skimpy clothing. Black Widow is clothed from head to toe. She may have skin tight spandex on, but she's not wearing revealing clothes.
Oh, that's not it though. She's
The-
so infertile.
The Scarlet
Kids.
isn't wearing revealing clothes. She's not
a strong woman.
Oh,
She's not
God
a
damn it, Kenneth. Now, you know, when she got locked in that cell by Ultron, a man had to open the door for her, Kenneth. No man has to open the door. Come on. She could have saved herself, which she did, by the way. She sent a Morse code out. She saved herself.
Yeah, but like, you know, they had to have fucking old buddy going in there and get her
Yeah,
because
he
they
had to
fucking
show
fell in
up.
love.
Why did she have to be in love with somebody? Why was there a love story? Like, shut up. What the
Just
fuck
watch
is
the
wrong?
fucking movie
It's
and
a
enjoy the story
movie.
for what it
Did
was.
you see them guys made a joke and called her a slut, a fictional character, a slut?
Oh
and they
God,
got
it
all
was
bent out of
hilarious
shape
too.
about
It was hilarious.
God, damn.
Did you hear what he did? Did you hear about what happened after that?
Yeah.
He goes on Conan. He goes on Conan and does the same thing and then does it even worse. And it's hilarious. It's hilarious. He's like, dude, if I went around and slept with every member of the Avengers, I would be a slut. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you not find that hilarious? That shit's funny as fuck. Like, and these people took that shit way out of proportion. They're like, oh my God, Jeremy Renner
age of crybabies.
called her a
That's the age we
slut.
live
He called her a
in.
slut. Scarlett Johansson is not a slut. Like, he didn't mean it like that. He was talking about the fucking character. He wasn't talking about Scarlett Johansson. He was talking about the fucking character. Fucking Captain America's a fucking pussy boy prick. I mean, fuck. You know, I mean, fuck.
Oh, there was another one. Did you hear about Tony Stark makes a joke, right? When he goes to lift that hammer and he says he's going to institute, I don't remember what it was, but he's going to bring something back. And if you look up what that is, it's that the king gets to have sex with any woman he wants, right? He can have any woman he wants or whatever. It's like a law or whatever. And he said that in the movie. Like, he said, "Well, reinstitute this thing." And all these women are like, oh, it's a rape joke. This whole woman wrote this article. How could they have a rape joke? No, Tony Stark, that's who he is. He fucking fucks women. He's kind of a prick. I mean, that's the character.
a millionaire playboy philanthropist.
Yes.
Yeah.
His own words.
But a fucking genius. But he's a genius.
They
so.
didn't have him raping anybody in the movie. What are they like? He made a joke.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm over trying to
Feminists
fucking.
are out of control. You can't even sit on the subway and you spread your legs open, let your have some room for your balls because your man's spreading. You're trying to take up too much space. Hey, lady, I got balls. Leave me alone.
No, you can't you can't do a goddamn thing. Well, first off, you can't even hit on a girl anymore without fucking something. Fucking girls can hit on you, but you can't hit on a girl. Because trust
Hold
me,
the
don't
door
fucking
open.
do it.
I don't need a man to hold the
fucking
door
do
open
it.
for me. What's wrong with you?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but if you guys had to rate this movie from a 1 to a 10, 10 being, you know,
10.
being the best, what would you get? What Smokey? What would be your
10.
rating?
I loved it.
10.
I thought it was better than the first.
Okay. Shaggy, what would be your rating?
I gotta go with a 9. Probably an 8.5 to 9, just because I'm a big follower of the comics and shit like that. And I didn't like. There's some stuff I didn't like, but overall, like movie wise, plot, story, great movie. From head to toe, a great follow up. Definitely thought it was better than the first one, and I'm excited to see what they do in Phase 3 of Marvel. So I'm ready to bring it on
for the first Phase 3 or the next Avengers movie.
Oh, let's hear it. Tell
Captain America's dying in Part 1. That's how the movie's gonna end.
Oh, I like it. I like that. Well, Captain America does. Steve Rogers does die in the comics.
Yes,
he does die in the comics. So
now, why do I think this? I'll explain it to you. He's got one after Civil War. Chris Evans has one more Marvel movie on his contract, and that's Avengers Part 1. Yeah, but I think they're going to kill him. I think that's a. I mean, if you think about it, imagine it's a 2-part movie for a reason. So you have it. The first part's got to kind of end kind of sad, and it's like, oh, Thanos is taking over. Shit, he killed Captain America, and then someone's gonna. Isn't there another Captain America in the comics?
Yeah, he's actually he's black.
Okay, so. I don't know if they're going to... You think they'll make Captain America black, Kenneth?
I
don't think that's going to happen.
It's gonna be, what's his name? The winner.
Bucky Barnes?
Yeah, he's going to be... If they were to follow that storyline, but I don't think they're going to do that.
The Winter Soldier.
I think I don't think Seth... I mean, I can see the allure of killing him because he is the White Knight. He is the quote-unquote soul of the team.
I like it. I like the idea. I like it.
He lays his life down fighting Thanos, and then all the heroes in Part 2 come together to be.
But here's the thing, though. In the comics, he's the only one. He's the only person that lives. They kill everyone else, and Thanos kills everyone else in the universe. And Captain America is the only one that's left alive, and he fights Thanos, and he convinces him to reverse what he's done. So, you see what I'm saying?
Well, okay, and now listen to this. Now, as much as, as I'm right there with you, I follow the comics, I'm a big supporter on following, like, what the comics do. But listen to this shit. Now, from what I understand, that in the first or second Thor movie, in Odin's fucking treasure fucking room, there's a gauntlet. Yeah, there's 2 gauntlets in this universe. Yep. So now you gotta wonder who's gonna get the other gauntlet. It's got to be Captain America. I think Captain will get the other gauntlet.
How badass was it when that dude lifted his hammer and gave it to Thor?
Oh, Vision! I thought they did a great job.
Whoa! I said whoa out loud on the feed. I was like, oh shit.
Do you think that there's 2 gauntlets, or do you think that they're teasing that Thanos goes and destroys?
No, the Marvel guy said there's 2.
Oh, he said there's 2.
There have been 2 confirmed gauntlets.
Maybe Odin shows up with a second one.
No, Odin's dead, or he's dying at least. I think he's dead. Yeah, I think he died finally.
Okay. Well, that's nice to know, because I was under the impression when I saw the mid-credit scene is that Thanos is gonna go lay waste to where's Thor from? I keep forgetting.
Yeah, but in the mid-credit scene, he already had a gauntlet.
What's the name of Thor's homeland?
Asgardian.
Yeah, Asgard. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I didn't know that there was 2 of them.
Well, so here's my thing, and this is another thing I want to talk about because I want to get into this, but I like what I'm liking about Phase 3 now is that you're gonna have fucking Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which Thanos is gonna be in that movie. So I want, like, they said they're not gonna connect the Guardians with the Avengers though, so
they will.
But hold on, that kind of doesn't make sense. I hate to cut you off though, because if there's 2 gauntlets, then that means that there would have to be a duplicate set of Infinity gems.
They're going to be split up, as what I'm hearing is what they're going to do. That's Thanos needs 2 more. Somebody else is going to get the other 2 on that gauntlet. Now so they only have.
They
like
might be saying that because people saw maybe at the beginning they didn't have all these grand plans, and they just threw that in his throne room as a little Easter egg, and then now they're
I believe that.
They're just like, there's 2, whatever, fucking shut up. But really,
we'll find out. Really, we don't know.
One. Who knows?
No, what do you guys think about the new Spider-Man? He's going to be in.
I love it. I'm glad Sony did the right thing. I wish Fox would do the right thing.
Yeah,
assholes.
Fox, listen to us. I want to see fucking Hugh Jackman with fucking.
Oh, he's done
Robert
after this
Downey
Wolverine
Jr.
movie. He said he's done.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't blame him. I don't blame him for being done. They're fucking him out of a lot of money, not letting him get in those Avengers movies.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I
walk
want
away
to see.
too.
I want to see the ultimate epic battle of fucking Wolverine and the Hulk. I mean, I love that fucking comic, and I want to fucking see that. And fucking, I want to see Hugh Jackman beat the shit out of
No
Mark
Fantastic
Ruffalo.
Four, no X-Men. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
Fuck
that
Rupert
hurts.
Murdoch, old motherfucking idiot.
And
Great movies. Only problem I have, and I've never really seen. I haven't seen too many people address this, but that movie was great. Age of Ultron, wonderful movie, great movie, better than the first one in my opinion. But what were they thinking with Thor's character, his plot line? Like that, they dropped the ball. It made no sense.
they wanted him to loosen up.
No. I'm not saying the way he acted. I'm talking about the whole going into the pool and having a vision. And
well, that's what's leading up
to a life.
That has a big deal to do with and it don't make sense now, but it'll make more sense when the third Thor comes out, because that right there is going to be the basis of like the whole. He's going to take over Asgard because Loki. You know, they cut Loki's scene from the Avengers. You know, he had a fucking scene, and it's going to be under. It's going to be on the. It's going to be on the DVD pack.
Apparently, they cut out Loki. They cut out Captain Marvel and something else. But that was like, it's like 3.5 hours long. The director's cut or whatever. So they cut out like, I think like 45 minutes.
Well, I'm definitely gonna buy it, but I'm definitely gonna buy the DVD. But I'm excited for Phase 3 because you got Ant-Man coming out. Here's what I don't like about the Spider-Man though. I'm fucking so happy. I'm happy about fucking Spider-Man coming over. But
Hold on, if you get the Spider-Man, Ant-Man, is it gonna bomb? You think people will see it? Ant-Man.
I think people will see it. I think
good.
It looks good. It looks good. So I think people are gonna see it. But my thing is, because they said they got plans for Ant-Man they got plans for a bunch of these fucking characters to join up in the Avengers movie.
Oh, he's in Civil War. Did you see the list of people that's going to be in that movie?
Yes, Scarlet Witch. They're gonna have all of them's in there again, basically. Anyways, but I'm not happy with the casting selection for Spider-Man. I'm not.
Who's Spider-Man?
It's gonna be like. It's gonna be like this Asa Butterfield guy. I don't know.
Ender. The guy that plays Ender.
Yeah, Ender. Ender's Game. Yeah, that guy.
No. I didn't know they casted someone yet. I thought there was two guys.
That's in my personal.
They're keeping it. There's only 2 guys left in the running. It's that Ender's dude and some other guy. They're cutting it down the wire because they're filming Civil War now, and that shit's filming right now. But man, I don't think they gave Andrew Garfield a chance. Man, because I thought he played.
They say they wanted a guy that's in high school. They want to go to the high. Which the reason they're doing that is because they don't want to have a situation like Robert Downey Jr. He's getting older. Eventually, you're gonna have to recast that role. So get Spider-Man was young. Have a young high school kid. It was in the comics from what I'm hearing. So it makes sense. Then
here's the thing.
You don't gotta pay him a lot either because he's a teenager.
First of all, I think. Shaggy's right. I don't agree with that cast. If that's what they're gonna go with, that kid, I don't see any humor whatsoever.
I'm gonna have it's like Asa Butterfield. Now I'm gonna have to be proven wrong. I mean, that's the only way I'm gonna fucking until I see the movie, until I see him act as fucking Peter Parker. Then I won't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that's the right choice. He must be doing something to wow these fucking people.
I don't know about that one.
Call me crazy. I actually like the guy who in the newest Spider-Man movie. I like him as Spider-Man.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield. That's what I was just saying.
He's not the problem. It was the movie, the film, the tone.
But he doesn't fit that high school kid. That they want a high school kid. They want to have.
Yeah, but here's the thing. School. Here's what Andrew Garfield did right. Andrew Garfield, he nailed the witty. He nailed Peter Parker's wittiness along with his like geeky nerd status.
You don't think this kid can do that?
I can see it. He got the nerd thing going on. Yeah, fuck yeah, he could be the geek.
I think that's what they're messing up on though. They're going for the nerd aspect of it and
because here and that's my thing.
But not for the humor. Like
Spider-Man is a comedian.
Yeah, Spider-Man's a fucking witty. He's witty as fuck when he fights.
I read the Marvel boss. He said that this Spider-Man is just going to be nonstop. And when he puts that suit on, it's just nonstop, just fucking comedy. That's what he said. That's what they're going for. So, remember, nobody thought Heath Ledger could be Joker. And look what we got out of that.
Yeah, but that's lightning in a bottle, though. though. That's more, I want to trust them because they haven't really failed me. I mean, actually, I think that some of these Marvel movies, I mean, the concept, the cinematic universe is a brilliant idea, but individually, a lot of the movies have kind of fell flat. Like the Thor movies aren't that great.
Yeah, they're all right. I mean, they deal with I watch them because they deal with the universe. You know what I'm saying? But you're right.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe as a whole. See, that's what people have to understand. You have to take it as a whole.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree.
It's the next Star Wars.
The only film out of the whole cinematic universe that stands on its own is the first Iron Man, and that's what pretty much kicked it off.
No, you know what? I think that one was good, but I got to give Guardians of the Galaxy a lot of fucking props.
So good.
That movie kind of brought back a standalone itself. It was fucking fantastic.
Hello.
We lose him.
We lost him.
Guardians can't work
here we go.
Without Iron Man. I'll take that back. Guardians can't work without the concept of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. I can see that, but I think
it is the second.
Without Robert Downey Jr., there wouldn't be none of this shit.
No, I agree.
Easily casted. If they wouldn't have cast him, it wouldn't be sitting here. So when he wants $50 million, you give it to him.
Yeah.
You don't let that guy go until he's just too fucking old. And the thing is, as long as he could do it. He's only 50. He could do 10 more years. He's in a fucking suit of iron. So
listen to this shit. Here's what I'm saying for that. For Avengers Infinity War, when they start filming that next year, you know how long they're filming that? 9 straight months. 9 fucking straight months. That's insane. That they are fucking putting in effort to make this fucking badass. You know what I'm saying? Like 9 straight months of filming. God damn.
That's where it's all going to come together.
That's a lot of fucking filming.
All these characters they're building, and they're all going to come together. That movie's going to make a lot of money.
Oh, no shit.
I mean, it's going to be crazy.
Age of Ultron's making
a couple of years ago, people were like, I don't know if that's going to work, putting all them heroes together. Like, what the fuck are you? Of course it's going to work. Like, people doubted that was going to work. You get the right actors. That's the problem with superhero movies back in the day. No, it's just a dumb superhero movie. Get anybody to be in it. No, you got to get a good actor.
They flow. I will say that the actors of the Avengers, they flow together good, and I think it's because they have a decent relationship outside of actually fucking working.
That's the thing with this Ant-Man. People are saying, how is Ant-Man gonna? It's not gonna be believable putting Ant-Man in there with Tony Stark, but it's a fucking movie. It's not real. If you can have a green guy and a god, you can have Ant-Man.
This is what Marvel did great, in that DC fails at routinely. Marvel makes the actor fit the hero.
Yeah.
Tony Stark. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark.
Right.
Yeah.
Captain America is what is his real name? Chris Evans. I'm sorry. I mean, people probably know him.
You believe that he's Captain America. You believe that he's Tony Stark. You believe
when you look at the Hulk, the new Hulk, it fits him. Like that you can see that their castings are. That's why it works so well.
The only time I ever believed that with anybody for a DC movie was Christian Bale for Batman. I thought Christian Bale was an excellent Batman. So, except for the voice, I think that whole voice thing was like overplayed out. It won't be Ben Affleck Jr. or Ben Affleck. None of that.
Around the table, the best character in Age of Ultron. Who was your favorite character?
Vision.
When he picks that hammer up, instantaneously it's like, I don't know about this guy, but when he lifts that hammer, if you got to be worthy. You got to be a good person to lift that hammer. So when he picks that up instantly, it's like, oh, well, he's a good guy. Everybody in the theater was like, oh, shit. And they built it so perfectly, having that scene earlier where they're all trying to lift their hammer, and you're like, damn it. Captain America, he's a good guy. He only moved it a little bit.
Actually, I have a theory about that. I think Cap can pick the hammer up. I think he didn't.
See, I've heard this. He didn't want to hurt Thor's feelings, but I don't know.
I don't think he didn't want to hurt. He didn't want the responsibility.
Right.
Because think about it. Think about what what's his name? Iron Man says. Tony Stark. He says, "If I lift it, does that mean I can rule Asgard?" I think he didn't want that responsibility. And then Captain America, he doesn't have an ego. That's the thing. He has
Steve Rogers, classic good guy.
Mm-hmm.
It fucking does everything right,
He lives it in the comics, right?
Yes. He can lift it. A lot of people can lift it in the comics. He can lift it. Storm from the X-Men, she can lift it.
Yeah, but she's got God. She's got God. She's got like from where she's from, she has like God shit in her.
So does Vision rule Asgard now?
No, Vision was in the comics. That's what I really liked about Vision in this movie is that he portrayed his comic, the fucking character itself, and I was like, oh my god, when I seen him when he come out, and then he had like that the way he was fucking like made, the way they made him appear, I was like, oh my god, I said that is fucking spot on, that is fucking awesome. I was like that. I mean, literally, I sat up in my chair and I was just like, oh my fucking god. I was like, they fucking nailed this. They nailed this.
I like the Vision very much. It was probably my second favorite character in the movie.
Who's your first?
Ultron.
Okay, yeah.
Ultron was good.
Ultron was good. Ultron was really good.
It was surprisingly good because I didn't think he was. I thought he was going to be very one dimensional.
Dude, James Spader, man, that motherfucker can do some voice. Man, and it was the perfect voice to me. I mean, literally, it was great.
I like Ultron because the way he was fleshed out as a character. Because if you watch it on the surface, it just seems like he's just okay. He's this crazy AI that wants to kill all of humanity. But he's so much more than that because he's petty. He's temperamental. He has daddy issues. I mean, he's a brilliant character. I mean,
yeah,
I love this character. I think his character is so much deeper than what people really realize on the surface, and I think he really stole the show. And I thought he was going to be very, very menacing and one-dimensional. And
there's something I want to put out because I'm tired of people like fucking trying to wrap their head around this. Okay, so in this fucking Marvel universe, obviously Fox owns X-Men. X-Men owns the word mutant. Can't use the word mutant in Marvel movies. So what do they use? They use enhanced and inhuman. They're enhanced and inhuman. Quicksilver is Magneto's son.
Mm-hmm.
They can't fucking. They even said that shit in the last. They didn't say it in the last movie, but they said that his father was enhanced. But then now this movie they kind of backtracked that and they said that they did experiments on them as they were children, because I heard that they couldn't really go with the fucking storyline of his father being an enhanced and shit like that, which is why they killed him. This is what I've heard. They killed Quicksilver because they couldn't continue his character. There could be no continuation because of the whole fucking issue with the rights and shit like that.
It's a mess.
Which is bullshit because man, he fucking played that character good. I was surprised by the twins. That Scarlet Witch, God, she's bad. She's fucking bad.
The problem with this Fox shit is
I didn't like Scarlet Witch because I'm sorry. Go ahead, Smoke. I'm sorry.
You got an old man running that company. He doesn't see the big picture. He's like, X-Men's a big franchise. I mean, it's like $1 billion. It's just as big as the Avengers. So he's like, I don't need to. We got X-Men. I don't need to share with that. But if you put them all together in one movie, and you bring Hugh Jackman in, you can make even more money. The deal with Sony is they make a Spider-Man movie. They get all the money from the individual Spider-Man movie. From what I was reading, I may be a little wrong on it, but Marvel's basically writing it. They're, writing because they're just better. And Sony realizes, well, they're doing a fucking great job. Let's just let them write it. We'll get the money, and they can use them in the Avengers. See, the people running Marvel get it. Like, oh man, we get Spider-Man in there. We're gonna make even more money. People love Spider-Man. Now if we can get the X-Men in, but the guy running Fox a fucking idiot. He's a greedy asshole. He don't want to share that money, even though he could make way more money. It just gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the next Star Wars, what they're building. This is going to be huge. I mean, by the time them next Avengers movies come out, it's going to be massive.
I kind of see it starting to fall off after Avengers 3.
You see Star Wars falling off, people's fucking losing their minds over that shit.
But Star Wars has had this huge gap between, iterations. So I think that superhero fatigue is going to. It's not that it's superhero fatigue. It's just the fact that the investment in the characters, or like, cause like when they had the new Avengers at the end of Age of Ultron, it was like, okay, like I care about the Vision. That's the only. I don't really care about Warhammer. I don't really care.
Well, they're not
going
to
to
make any movies with the new Avengers. That's just some shit that, that's what's going
No,
on.
I'm saying, but on the tail, as the story progresses, as the cinematic universe continues to unfold, the contracts are going to be up. So there's going to be a point where Warhammer, Falcon, Scarlet Witch, and Vision are the Avengers, and they will be the main Avengers.
I want to say this real quick because I'm gonna have to bounce out of here shortly. But listen to this shit. Like I don't, aside from the whole Avengers shit, what I also hear is gonna happen in the Civil War movie. Daredevil's gonna have a fucking cameo. By the way, Daredevil, if you ain't watched it on Netflix, greatest fucking Marvel TV show I've fucking seen yet. It's fucking violent. It's fucking perfect. It's dark. The guy who plays Daredevil, fucking perfect. Great fucking show. If you ain't watched it, go watch that shit.
I hear Punisher on Netflix next.
I hear they're gonna do. I hear they're gonna give Daredevil a little cameo. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen yet or not, because he's gonna be he lives in fucking New York. So
I can see that.
I hope so. I hope they do it because man,
they all got to be in that third one. I mean, this guy's coming in with this gauntlet, take over the world. They all got to be. They need
to bring Coulson. They need to bring Coulson back into the movie. I want them to bring Coulson back into the movie. I mean, I like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I just want.
All right, well, let's wrap this up. I hear a baby crying, so let's wrap it up. I think you got to go.
I do.
We'll do it again.
It's been fun. Great. I loved it. Love to be back. It's awesome. We just we get something going. Everybody keeps fucking tweeting me. I don't even get on Twitter.
I'm barely on there either. Man.
Anything you want to say before we go, Kenneth?
Nah, man. Just keep on keeping on, man. Joe Dirt 2's coming out.
Oh, that'll be good.
That'll be good. Hey, listen, tweet me at Shaggy_27. Let me know what you thought about this podcast, and y'all holler at me.
All right. Thanks for listening. We'll see you. All right. Well, thanks to Shaggy and Kenneth for joining me on the podcast today. Would have loved to talk longer, but baby woke up from her nap, and family first. Family first. Can't leave her down there screaming and crying. Had to change the diaper and feed her and all that shit. But I figured I'd come back up here and give you a proper outro. A proper goddamn outro. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe I'll have them on again in the future. There's more I wanted to talk about. We didn't get into everything I wanted to discuss, but we talked about a little police stuff. We got a little nerdy. We went full goddamn nerd in there talking about superhero shit. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the show, and maybe I'll do one tomorrow. Maybe I'll do another one fucking tomorrow. And I don't know, maybe I'll have someone else on, who knows? Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows what I might goddamn do? Alright? Maybe I'll have Jesus Christ on. And we'll talk about why the fuck there's so much bullshit going on in the goddamn world. What's going on, Jesus? What's with all these pedophiles running around? What the fuck? Anyway, hope you enjoyed the show. I'm out of here.